Hey guys, I'm here to talk about the third episode of Westworld called The Stray. Full spoilers follow, so if you haven't seen Westworld episode 3, all right, you're still listening, so let's go. Lots going on in this episode, but what I really want to focus on here is sort of the dynamic between Bernard and Ford, the two guys, you know, from our point of view running Westworld. We know that there are guys above them, owners, but we'll see when they pop up. For now, though, we've got Ford in charge, Bernard kind of his right-hand man. This episode really hit home, though, their different perspective on the hosts, on the androids. And the fact that Ford, you know, it's not that he has no sentimentality about them, but he's also pretty divorced from them in any way as beings, as living beings. You know, when he talks to Teddy in what I thought was a pretty heartbreaking scene, he's just like, no, you're never gonna be with her. You know, we haven't programmed your backstory. It's just kind of, and yeah, she's just gonna be brutalized by guests because that's what they're here to do. So he's kind of shut off any feeling of empathy towards them. There's a little bit there, though, when he does say, it's the least we can do to wipe their memories. So it's not that he's completely divorced from any attachment, but not much. Versus Bernard, who is obviously very attached to Dolores. This episode, you know, it wasn't very subtle, but hit home that he is has a fatherly bond to her, that his son has died, and now he's kind of attached himself to Dolores and is teaching her and basically helping her grow up. Even though she might look like a young woman, and be actually older than that because of when she was built, she still mentally hasn't progressed, and now he's helping her. Clearly, the question here is, should he be doing that? How dangerous is that? And where could that lead? But a really interesting dynamic between the two of them when Dolores and him talk about, you know, would she prefer to just live a happy, unknowing life, or would she like to keep changing? And she basically says she wants to find herself, find who she wants to be. So Bernard and Ford, I'm very curious to see how it progresses and their different points of view and when they might really clash. Because for now, you know, you see Ford kind of chastise people, say don't cover up that naked android because he's an android, so who cares? But Bernard, meanwhile, can't help but have this empathy, especially towards Dolores. So I'm guessing if Ford might threaten Dolores in any way, then there might be some issues, but we'll find out. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this third episode and that growing. I don't want to say tension, it's not tension yet, but potential tension, why not? Let us know what you thought in the comments. You can read my full review at IGN.com, and for plenty more on Westworld, keep it here at IGN.